Welcome back. It's Thursday night. I'm still abroad, so I'm speaking to you from the past. I'm joined by Drew Bledsoe, who looks like he's on holiday in 1996.
And I'm joined by a man who looks like he accidentally killed a family member in a bonfire accident.
What about me says that?
Exactly.
As the evenings close in, we look at a week in the NFL where...
CeeDee Lamb made the catch of the year till minutes later Adam Thielen entered the chat. FedEx delivers yet another batch of torn ACLs. I didn't order them, I don't want them, but they keep coming. Justin Herbert cut his hair, and we were all reminded of that time he appeared in Making a Murderer.
This Thursday, we're back around the couch because you guessed it, you asked for it, and you're getting it. It's the throwbacks push to the playoffs. Can Carson, the Arsonist, the Sons of Anaheim, and Chris Snake Eyes Gamble pull it off, or will it all crumble?
Also this episode, we've got Roberto Aguayo on Aguayo. Why did he miss? And the return of... William Perry's Fantasy Fridge. Who should you start? Let's find out. But first, let's throw it over to the Sky Dome and the NBL Throwbacks. Go on, Carson. Take them to the promised land.
Si, senor.
So it's the NBL Throwbacks, and we've decided it's the push to the playoffs. It's going to happen this episode. It was taking far too long.
It was taking as long as an actual season.
It was taking literally 5 minutes a quarter, so we've trimmed that down. 2 minutes a quarter. All 4 games. We have 4 games left. We're at 7-5. We are pushing to the playoffs. Can we catch the Colts, Chris?
Don't know, mate.
So it's the Bears, the Falcons, the Dolphins, and the Panthers.
Okay, they've all got winning records apart from the Panthers. Bears are about to have a losing record, though. You do that. While you do that, I'll talk about some Skyblimp updates. Obviously, after the election of Joe Biden, we can no longer say Biden-Harris on the Skyblimp because he will sue us.
Oh, sorry, can you take your name off the blimp? We were the OG supporters of Joe Biden. I'd say we're one of the first.
So what I've done is I reached out to Skyblimp. And I asked if they wanted to sponsor the Skyblimp, and they agreed fantastically. So now we have to refer to it as the Skyblimp.
Okay, Bears Throwbacks.
Kevin Bacon leading the crowd there with his new foam finger. Very happy about it.
Kevin Bacon has come to every single game, home and away. Incredibly committed. Oh dear. Okay, right. Neil Rackers has shanked that into the crowd to start off the bumper episode, the push to the playoffs, and that is a penalty straight away. Good stuff, Neil Rackers. Okay, that's not a good start, Brian Dawkins. We really need to win every game because we're right on the playoff bubble right now. Because in our division, it's the 9-3, I think, Indianapolis Colts, and the 7-5 Miami Dolphins, who are above us on point differential. Yes, good stuff, Charles Tillman. We actually got a Chris Gamble jersey in. This episode is going to get very spicy. 4 games in one. The bumper push to the playoffs episode.
Come on, Gamble. We need a bit of...
Oh! Chris Gamble, look at him walking around!
The curse of the jersey, it arrives. Where is it?
Go and get it. Chris Gamble, you called it! Hoisted it out of mid-air! Thank you very much. I'll have that and Twist. An unbelievable player, an even better person.
Someone want a jersey?
Oh, look
my
at
God.
That is a tiny jersey.
That is a tiny weeny jersey. Yeah. Oh, what? Willie, you've distracted me! Willie!
Give me the
God's
jersey!
sake! What? I just looked back at the screen and he's running it back. Walter Payton.
For those that didn't know, Willie just came in wearing the jersey.
Kevin,
I don't even know how angry you've made Kevin Bacon, Willie.
I don't even know what Dre Bly has gone on.
Oh.
So he threw it. Oh, I didn't see. Why did he throw it? He threw it to Dre Bly right there.
This all went horribly wrong.
Horribly
wrong. The Chris Gamble jersey.
That's rained on that parade.
Yeah, great.
Oh, Gamble! Chris Gamble in the corner, locking it down under lock and key. Get after him. Yes! Yes, the defense. Solid. So solid crew.
He really has.
Every time.
Go on, Davery!
Davery Henderson, look at him run. Look at him run.
Catching him.
They're not even on the screen. As we move into the second half of the Throwbacks versus the Bears, a must-win game in this, the push to the playoffs. Find the Son of Anarchy. Yes, every time. Dennis Northcutt. Death by 1,000 Northcutts. Shooting the ball in the end zone. Go on then, Neil. Send us home.
This is going very well.
It's going unbelievably well.
Sandra, fire up the toaster.
Boom. Neil Rackers. Straight down Main Street. It's been a pretty solid game. Tackle, Chris Gamble. Draped on him like curtains. Yep. Bruce Willis signals that's the 4th quarter and the Throwbacks are up 14-3. Oh, Andre Johnson. Throw the blitz at me.
This is great. The fans of the Throwbacks have been pining for a decent, solid win.
Performance. It's the most up and down team.
Exactly. We need a couple of
solid performances. I mean, we definitely do, or else we're not going to make it into the playoffs, and this whole thing would have been for naught.
Oh, this is fantastic. Come on.
Yes! Chris To the house! To the house! House call! Chris Gamble sending the NBL throwbacks right into the playoff race. The Colts are losing. Chris Gamble's dancing.
Si, senor.
Can you believe it? Chris Gamble, watch this. Tracking back, I'll have that. Hideously overthrown by Rex Grossman, and Chris Gamble makes a house call.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. Some would say that the Chicago Bears are
Dead and buried.
bring out the horn. It's got everything.
And again.
Oh, Josh Tillman! It's a free-for-all at the Rex Grossman buffet. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the Chicago Bears game. But this is the push to the playoffs.
Let's go!
Taylor.
Finish how we started. Absolutely cream. But there you go. Another interception by the Legion of Room.
Look at that.
The Chicago Bears are dead and buried as the throwbacks move on in the push to the playoffs. The 10-3 Atlanta Falcons.
Here we go.
Let's have a look at the standings. How are we still third? Okay, we're looking up. We need the Dolphins to lose and the Colts to lose. So, the Atlanta Falcons and Michael Vick in 2005. This could be tough, but a must-win. A must-win game for the NBL throwbacks.
Trickery.
Yes! Shannon Sharp!
down the sideline,
Shannon Sharp!
Oh.
Old man Shannon Sharp. A huge gain. A massive gain. Okay, this is good. This is good stuff. That's going through. Go on.
Nice.
Yes,
No win.
good stuff, Neil Rackers.
Love it.
That is an enormous kick, 54
And
yards.
soon to be kick returner.
No, not with the legs. Not with the legs.
Zane
Yeah.
Gonzalez with the kick.
As we go into the half, 3-0 to the throwbacks and a must-win thriller in the Georgia Dome. Bruce Willis signaling the plane to land.
Do you know what would make it less tense? Your team scores some points.
Got him. Oh, Dennis Northcutt to the house! Run! Run, Dennis Northcutt! Go! Go, Dennis Northcutt, the ostrich! To the house! Dennis Northcutt, you can't play off Dennis Northcutt. Do not give him room. Ooh, okay. Okay, the push to the playoffs is going well. It's suspense. The utter suspense.
Oh, look at that. You focus on Mike Vick.
Oh, God! Jordan! Come on, come
on.
across. Come across. Oh, run it! Running like a mechanic man. We'll take that, Neil Rackers. Straight and true and
Win.
13-7.
So, as long as I don't have a ridiculous last-second Hail Mary touchdown,
We should be
we
fine.
should be alright.
Come on, throwbacks. Vic's gone back.
Oh,
no! What are you doing, Ryan Dawkins? Ryan Dawkins, you've lost the news. I can't believe it.
Where are you now, Gamble?
I can't believe it. Oh my God, that doesn't happen. How does this happen every game? Oh, we did all the hard work. We frittered it away. I'm so upset. Well, as we ponder the next move, we'll send you to the William Perry Fantasy Fridge, and we'll see you in about 3 minutes' time.
And yes, from one made-up game that we're not very good at to another, it's time for William Perry's Fantasy Fridge. As always, with the help of Rich King and King Fantasy Sports, we're going to guide you through the best waiver wire pickups and streaming options for fantasy football this week. First up, it's leftovers. That's right, we're going to go through the fridge to find you your best fantasy team option for what's left over on the waiver wires. In at number 1 at quarterback, Tua. We had him as king last week. He got benched for Ryan Fitzmagic, who turned out to be Ryan Fitztragic. Don't lose faith. He is good. At running back, who's that hiding behind the Seattle offensive line? Why, it's Carlos Hyde. That's right. He exploded last week against the Cardinals, and until Chris Carson comes back, he's their best available running back. When you feel it's time to dip into the waiver wire, who better at wide receiver than Michael Hitterman? Time for tight ends. Well, George Kittle's still out, as are most wide receivers for San Francisco, so it's time for Jordan's country crisp, Jordan Reed. Time for defense. Well, look no further than your cheese drawer. Do you have a cheese drawer in your fridge? My mum does. She's very posh. It's the Green Bay defense. Yep, and finally kicker. Well, don't worry if your fridge is half empty, because the glass is half full. It's Rodrigo Blankenship, still available, unbelievable. He destroyed it this week. Grab him if you can. Hot Rod rules. And that's leftovers dealt with, so now it's time for the vegetable crisper. That's right, that's this player that you can use for 1 week only. He's got a sell-by date at 7 days from now, so stick him in your lineup this week and rustle up some Gus Edwards. That's right, J.K. Dobbins and Mark Ingram are both out with the illness. Don't mention the illness. So he's going to be the starting running back in the Baltimore backfield this week. Why not get him? Now it's that time you've all been waiting for. That's right, it's King of the Week. That is the one player that King Fantasy Sports thinks is destined to explode. And this week, why not make a meal with Taysom Hill? That's right. The stand-in Saints quarterback exploded this week. And let's be honest, just like those blueberries, Drew Brees is looking a bit old. Well, we're nearly done with William Perry's Fantasy Fridge, but not before we take one moment to identify that whiff, that pong, that stink in your lineup. What's that smell? This week, we have none other than a forkful of Tampa Bay running back Leonard Fournette. Ugh, stinky. 2 drops against the Rams, awful on the ground, but Rojo's the future, and you didn't shout us out when we sent you that sweater. So sorry, Leonard, you are that smell. And that's all from William Perry's Fantasy Fridge for this week. If you need any more up-to-the-minute fantasy advice, check out King Fantasy Sports. Unfortunately, there'll be no Revis Island discs this week. However, I think you do deserve a brief musical interlude before we head back to the Anaheim Stardome. And so here is Justin Tucker, Baltimore Ravens kicker, singing opera. You're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and you know what the situation is. We've got the Miami Dolphins who sit above us, and we have to beat them.
Gosh, I'm drinking now.
To make the playoffs, the Throwbacks must beat the Miami Dolphins. They must beat the Carolina Panthers, and the Colts have to lose. There's some serious mathematics going on. We're not trying to go to the moon, we're just trying to go to the playoffs. Get through.
Go on, JJ.
Go on, JJ! Go on, JJ!
Keep going!
Run, Julius Jones!
Keep going!
Go!
Keep going!
Go!
Go on!
He's
Get
gone
there!
all the way!
He's gonna get there!
Yes! Go all the way! Julius Jones, where are your Pro Bowl votes, sir? Send that man to Hawaii. I'll tell you what, he was in the mix of getting tackled the entire way there.
They were trying to trip him.
Scampering after him. Julius Jones, 73 yards to the house, and the Throwbacks are looking at playoff football. And sink it, Neil Rackers. The Throwbacks are on top, 7-0 in this must-win game. Yes, plant him.
By Kevin Carter.
No, Tommy Harris.
Oh,
it's Tommy Harris. Toe for a pound, it's Tommy Harris.
Tommy Harris. Get it.
Chris Gamble, 13 interceptions on the season.
Yes.
Run it back, Chris. Beat the man on the outside.
Yes.
Chris Gamble.
Get out of the way, Bruce.
Unbelievable player. A generational talent at cornerback. Oh, Reed! Who is this Reed guy? He's so bad. Why is he on the pitch? We've got Sean Taylor. We've got Brian Dawkins. Who is in charge of personnel?
Sandra, who's Reed?
Who is Reed? Who is this idiot who's doing breaststroke? What's he doing? Oh, he's got the first down! Julius Jones!
That is a big sigh of relief.
That is big boy running.
Everyone in the Throwbacks organisation.
Oh, that's important. God, that's important. Oh, it's enough. It's enough.
Get some wind.
Yes! Yes! 50 yards, Neil Rackers. Oh,
yes.
All the blood's just gone to my head. Okay, good.
Oh, gosh.
Get it down. Great kick, Neil Rackers.
Right, 2-point game. 2-score game.
4th and 10. Here's the game. Oh, how's he not caught that?
No, but it's fine.
It's fine. It's 4th down, but bloody hell. Can we get some catching practice with the defensive backs? What is this drop? It's Reed again. That is disgraceful.
Well, speaking of drops, let's drop him.
There we go. Right.
Excellent stuff. We needed to win. We did win. We came to our home to do what we needed to do, which was a big poo all over the Miami Dolphins.
So essentially what we need to do is win and win big. Let's get as many points as possible.
Let's do it.
And the kick is no good! And, he hits the upright again! That's impossible! Oh, he hits the upright! It's no good!
What's up, guys? This is Roberto Aguayo, NBL kicking expert. Today we break down a former Luke Groza award winner like myself and Randy Bullock. First kick, 34 yards out, has a chance to put points on the board. First drive to go 3-0, misses it, hits the upright, snap great, hold great, just comes out of it. And when I say comes out of it, he did not finish his swing. His leg stops early. That ball comes off his foot early, which comes off right. If that foot would have stayed a little bit longer and he closes that leg, it would have stayed on his foot a little bit longer and it would have went down his target line that he wanted. The second kick that he misses, now they're up 9-7. This is from 58 yards. Now 58 yards, that's a long kick. A lot of room for error, more variables that come into play. You look at weather, that wind was blowing. From his perspective, it started blowing left to right. You can see that gust of wind in the kick mid ball flight. I think that was a cause that pushed it out. I don't know if he didn't see it down on the field. It was just a gust that came. That's a windy stadium in Washington, tough place to kick. And I think that's what got him. And he hits the upright. He had the distance. I think he was just unlucky, but pivotal kick. If he would have made that and he would have made his other 34-yarder and that extra point, I think that would have been a different story for the Cincinnati Bengals, because that changes the way the other team comes back out to play the second half when they're down a couple more points and being down 2 points. So interesting tidbit right there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I look forward to next week to break down some more kicks. Catch y'all later. Happy Thanksgiving too.
The final game, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is the biggest game of the season. The NBL throwbacks at the Carolina Panthers. We've got to win, and we've got to win big, because we are fighting the Dolphins, who are neck and neck in our division, and I think it's going to go down to
whether they lose,
because if we both win, it goes to points difference, and they're currently 3 points ahead of us in points scored. I think we need to win by 13.
Great, let's go. Oh,
Oh,
great
what a
grab.
catch!
Andre!
Andre Johnson to the house. Yes. The lackluster Carolina Panthers cannot hang with the throwbacks. That is what we needed. Early score.
We just got to play football, baby.
We got to play football.
We just got to win big.
Oh!
Go on, JJ.
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 Yes! Find the edge. Find the end zone. That's what I'm talking about, throwbacks. Just sneaking around the outside.
Oh, this is good. This is what the team.
It was right there where we realised we had the touchdown. 47 yards. Need this, Neil. You need this, pal. That should do. See?
Yep.
Oh, that was just drifting a little bit. We need a big Chris Gamble interception to send us to the playoffs.
Someone to do something.
I can't believe the Dolphins, because it's neck and neck, because they beat us once and we beat them once. Is it point differential between us and them, or is it points differential with every game, most points scored?
You're going to find out at the end of this, babe. This is going as well as it could go.
Yeah.
And Julius Jones going to make the other edges home.
Yes, Julius Jones. I love that. I love this running. This is what I'm talking about, JJ. Julius Jones has won us this game. One more touchdown. Come on, JJ. Yeah, easy money. Get off me.
Lovely.
With 1 minute 34 to go, we're up 29. We needed this so bad. This is when you really need the commentators, because they would have the information on who's going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
We've done everything we can do apart from beat the Falcons. This can't have all been for nothing. Yeah, touchdown. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, Julius Jones. 36 for the throwbacks. We've just destroyed the Panthers.
Absolutely.
This performance alone should let us into the playoffs. Let us in. Oh, Tommy Harris. Oh, what a ball. What a ball, Carson Palmer. The fade to the end zone. That's the throw of the season. Look at this. Just drops it in, over the top, touchdown. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is 42. That's got to take us into the playoffs, please. Neil Rackers for another point. Boom. 43 zip. And that's the game. So, ladies and gentlemen, 43 zip. Have they done enough? Have the throwbacks squeaked into the playoffs? It's going to be a wild card spot if we get it. It was down to the Dolphins and us. Press start to start playoffs. Are we in? Oh, we didn't make it. We really need to win every game. Not going to make it into the playoffs, so this whole thing would have been for naught. A must-win game for the NBL throwbacks. As we go into the half, 3-0 to the throwbacks and a must-win thriller in the Georgia Dome. To make the playoffs, the throwbacks must beat the Miami Dolphins. They must beat the Carolina Panthers. and the Colts have to lose. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the biggest game of the season. We need a big Chris Gamble interception to send us to the playoffs.
Someone to do something.
We've done everything we can do apart from beat the Falcons. This can't have all been for nothing. This can't have all been for nothing. The pain. How have we not made the playoffs? No. How? We got the same record. And the Patriots got in? You're joking. There we are. On the outside looking in. After all that, we didn't make it. No! In one of the most anticlimactic, disappointing endings, the NFL Vintage UK Throwbacks have not made the playoffs.
We've done our best impression of the 2020 Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh my God! That is so painful.
That's the end of the throwbacks.
That's the end of the throwbacks. That's it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go and cry now. So, thank you for watching us. Thank you for staying on this journey. Thank you for sharing the personal jokes that we've had. It's been emotional. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the NBL Throwbacks. And have a beer on us. I can't believe we've not made it.